Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. In the last episode, we made it here to the Companion's Cape and heard a lot of problems. This time, we're going to hopefully be heading into Alcamoth for the first time since Zanza's defeat. Not even since then, for the first time since way before then, because we never even returned there after all the Hyantia turned into Telethia. If you did return to Alcamoth in the main game, which you could only do through Aerith Sea, everything is ruined. There's Telethia just roaming all over. You can't skip travel there after everybody's turned into Telethia. There's nothing there that's really of note, only Telethia. It's just depressing. And we've heard that there were apparently just people in Alcamoth after Zanza's defeat, and they were driven out by the Fog King, which implies to me that, I mean, it was safe to live there for at least a little while. Oh my god, there is a lot of quest targets here. Okay, well, this is one of them. It's the plump wild grass that we need to collect. And of course, it's right next to the caterpiles we need to kill. So of course, all the companions' quests need to be dealt with right here. Just all localized to one area only. Yeah, well, the Brog's here. Where's the last plump wild grass? Come on. Why is it not next to all the others? Oh, it's right there. It is next to all the others, and I'm just dumb. Okay. That completes plump pickings. So next, we can deal with the caterpiles. I'll speed this up. Yeah, that wasn't that hard. You can get a lot of gold from doing all these. It's really not, like, hard at all. Caterpile syrup and husk chucker. I'm pretty sure that's the weapon he already has, isn't it? I don't remember. Whatever. Next is the noble Brogs. I'll speed this up too. That was also very easy. Was there like one like overall quest there, or was that it? Like, were all three of those just it? Nope. We can return to him now for more experience. Okay. He's still right next to Maxis. Ah, you again. I've heard back from Gwyneth and the rest. I'm glad their issues were resolved. While I have your ear, here's something I realized earlier. It's quite possible that the caterpiles gathered to eat the plump wild grass and the Brogs to eat the caterpiles. Seeing as how you've taken out the caterpiles and Brogs, the wild grass might come back sometime soon. We'll have some food shortages to grapple with until then, but that is my problem. Lucky for everyone then, that you've won me some breathing room here, eh? I'm glad everything worked out. Such big relief. Mr. Shulk was like shining star. Thank you for the help. We're all in your debt. And sorry for looking down my nose at you all. That wasn't exactly gracious. Alright. It's just a lot of experience for doing that, but those were all really easy quests, and they were in normal mode on my test playthrough as well. Even more crystals, yay! HP up 2 again. HP up 3 again. And damage heal 3 again, okay. That's alright. Back to the junks. Right on the junks, if you have Melia and Kino in the party, there's another quiet moment. But we can't view it yet. Similar to Heart to Hearts, while there is no affinity between the party, you do need to wait for certain story events to view certain quiet moments. I didn't view most of these in my test playthrough until I had already finished, like, most of the quests, so I never had this issue, but if you're trying to view these as you see them, then you might be having a problem. We can change the page now to be given back our compass to know exactly where we need to go. There's water elementals around here. Jesus. Doing all the quests is gonna get us sidetracked a lot. Come back here. Shoot it, Kino. Kino, shoot it. Shoot it! Yeah, Melia can take these things down in 3 hits. That's pretty pathetic, although we are in casual mode. Now we have to head back to the Companion's Cape. And Toliana is only available at night. Seems to be the case for a lot of these. My little brother tells me the ether organism situation is under control now. It's thanks to you, isn't it? Thank you. Alright, don't know why I had to return to you. Well, I guess because you're giving me Anemone Brim D and Princess Dress D. Monsters should no longer be drawn to their presence. Alright, that doesn't matter. What are the, I want to know what these rewards do. Critical up 2. It's not the best, but it works. I really don't like those colors on Melia. So we're gonna go ahead and set it to Anemone Style 1, but I mean, it's a decent effect, I guess. I don't know why you'd be focusing on critical hits with Melia, though. Now if we head back to the junks, we can actually go to the Cragmaw Cavern, finally. I've been recording for 10 minutes, and how much of that has made it into the final video? I don't know, but I've been recording for only 10 minutes, so probably not a ton. If I'm bringing attention to it. I've basically run out of things to talk about that are interesting while I'm roaming around the field until we progress later in the story, similar to that quiet moment. So, there's going to be an awful lot of silence and speed-ups for the Bionic Shoulder, which is fine. Head over here. Before friends pass here, pleased to hear story. I sense an ordeal in our immediate future. Meh, gratitude for stopping in tracks. What is matter? Matter is, bit complicated, to be frank. If we can help, we would like to do so. Meh. Although we've pretty much only just arrived here, so if it's directions you need, we might not be the ones to ask. Issue is not about where to go, actually is about tracking down friends. They get lost. They not lost, no. They scattered to designated locations to perform ordered land survey. What point of that? Measuring relative and absolute elevation of terrain, plot distance, and other such. Oh no, completely forgot to do mandatory self-intro. Qualified, certified, satisfaction guarantified. Podspector Tentu is name. Surveying new lands is game. Pleasure to meet you, Tentu. I'm Shulk, and these are Melia, Nene, and Kino. Pleasure is all belong to Tentu. My curiosity is a little piqued. Might I ask what a Podspector is? Question is extremely well timed. Podspectors is name of elite unit of Nopon surveyors, and Tentu is one. Nopon from Frontier Village surely hear Podspector name said in tone of reverence at least once or twice. Sister Pon, have any clue? Nene guessed Dada Pon might know? Ugh, things worse than Tentu thought. Long period of suspended activity was disastrous for brand recognition. Meh, no! Tribulation is only opportunity in full-body costume. Go on, Tentu. Have to put best foot forward. Tentu and other Podspectors actually come to Bionic Shoulder to conduct full and complete survey. But Chief 1-1, who is brigade leader, forget to inform of rendezvous point. So though Tentu finish own assignment, looks like up creek with paddle. Expect all Podspectors in same boat. Tentu think should probably go look for teammates, but with monsters carpeting land, probably even veteran Podspector like Tentu have hard time. Apart from yourself, how many members does your team number? Nice round 11. 11? I see. This is a vast land, so searching by yourself certainly seems dangerous. Do you know where your colleagues might have gone? tend to have couple thinklings. 2 pond specters can probably find. Then maybe they have clues for other whereabouts. All rightings, then we go search for first 2. Now wait single minute, Kino. Still plenty of important business we attending to. Tend to not get underfoot, promise. Friends look strong, so thought maybe you can go with. That way if see pond specters somewhere along travel path can help out each other. Is good plan or what? What do you think, Melia? Do you really need to ask, Shulk? We help you look for pond specter friends. Should really be Miss Melia that say that. Really? Oh boy! Tear ducts of Tentu welling with joy! Thank you, friends! Can you tell us, to the best of your knowledge, where you would expect your colleagues to be? One was in charge of area between crossroads on way to Companion's Cape, all the way to Nerthus Necropolis. That one is a bit of a coward, so Tentu not sure he do survey job properly. Other one was assigned to area past Cragmaw Cavern, stretching from lake on lefty side to Pillar Knoll. Might be having case of screamy abdabs at unexpected circumstance, so Tentu would like to put mind at ease. And lest friends think Tentu is some kind of freeloader, let reassure. When push come to shove, Tentu shove. I feel better already. Thank you, Tentu. But of course, Tentu most grateful too. Blue Team Tentu. The Pond Specters are an elite band of surveyors from Frontier Village, split between red, blue, and yellow teams. If you can befriend members from all 3 teams, Shulk and his friends will gain access to a new kind of special attack, so try to seek them out wherever possible. The full Pond Spectre Brigade numbers 12 members. When you recruit one, they may tip you off to the location of others. Locations you've heard of are marked on the map with a Pond Spectre logo. Pond Specters on the Bionis shoulder have issues they struggle with. Resolve those issues for them to gain their help on your quest. I can speak English and read. In the collectibles section of the main menu, you can access the Pond Spectre report to learn more about the Pond Specters you've befriended up until that point. The game gives you one for free, the rest you have to find yourself, basically. I will be doing this, obviously, because I'm going for 100%, but we aren't going to be doing all of them right away. We'll just do them as we come across them. We will have to go to the Nerthus Necropolis later, so we won't be seeing that Napon until then. Well, we do have one Pond Spectre right there.
Alcamoth.
You okay?
Miss Melia, what's wrong? Is tummy hurty?
No, nothing like that. I'm just remembering what we heard at Companion's Cape. I have been mistaken in my thinking. The war is over and peace has been restored. We are rebuilding, slowly but steadily. I'd thought that with peace came happiness. Indeed, that even here, people would embrace it with open arms. But the reality is different.
The wounds have not yet fully healed.
Quite. Those who lost their home. Those seeking the light. Those who bear grudges. Though joy for them is still scarce, I thought only of me.
But you didn't, not at all. The High Entier of Colony 9. Actually, everyone who remained. You worked hard for them. You, Dunban, and Atharon led by example. Just so that others could smile.
Yes, yes, keep on happy hat. Kino lustad upon a momopon, but still full of bounce.
Kino.
Exactly. Before, Kino cried every day. Did not even want to go potty alone. Sis! Why you bring that up? That's completely irrelevant to discussion. Embarrass Kino not cheer up, Miss Melia. Agree to disagree. Anyway, cannot abandon hope. That upon's words.
Hope.
To become the hope of the High Entia is a fate that you choose for yourself. As long as you remember this, it is certain that you will be worthy of that name.
You are the hope of the High Entia. You will not transform into a Telethia. Even after the Bionis has reawakened, you can still succeed the Imperial line. You have the power to end our suffering.
Friends, thank you. I think I can finally see now what my role here is. Onwards to Alcamoth.
And that cutscene clearly wanted me to ignore this Pawn Spectre because they walked right past him, or her. I think this is a her. Her name is Evelyn. And she looks female for a Nopon. Yep, it's a girl. Qualified, certified, but fully booked, so hands are tied. Pawn Spectre Evelyn is name. Surveying new lands is game. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Ah, friends have impeccable timing. Evelyn in dire need of helping. Sounds like you've got a problem. That could be a threat. Mr. Shulk is curious cabbage too. Nene also very intrigued. Survey for today was finished, so Evelyn make to sit down on sitting spot over yonder for well-deserved snack break.
Was just removing tasty morsel from knapsack when all of a sudden, whoosh splash, mule thing plops straight into lake.
All gone, in single eye wink, like tears standing under waterfall.
Warpool sardine lake scoffed down every last piece of hard-deserved foodage.
But no ugly fishy fish incur wrath of Evelyn and live to swim about it. Sardi will rule day at made enemy of Evelyn.
Friends speak to Evelyn because felt urged to help Nopon in distress, right? Then please to avenge poor Evelyn.
Defeat the shoal of Warpool Sardi that ate Evelyn's snack. I feel like it would be worse if we didn't. And these are only level 62. They're the same level as us and we're in casual mode. Sure, why not? Pawn Spectre Assistance. In battle against enemies, Pawn Spectres will jump in to help Shulk and his friends on their own initiative. Each Pawn Spectre has a signature move, healing the party, debuffing the enemies, and so on. Red team have an offensive signature move, blue team have a healing signature move, but not all of them. Yellow team have a debuffing signature move. If you perform well in battle, start affinity, burst affinity, etc. by pressing B at the right time, the Pawn Spectres may enter a state of high tension. Pawn Spectres in a state of high tension will join in the battle with all of their strength and with no slacking off. High tension will wear off with time, returning to the usual state. Basically, at the moment, this Pawn Spectre we have with us is just going to be doing chip damage. But the Pawn Spectres are incredibly helpful for this game's battle system, considering how much of it has been removed in Future Connected. So it's a good idea to get all of them. In fact, in normal mode, if you don't collect all of them, you will not beat the game. You might be able to get to the very end, but you will not defeat the final boss. There we go, we got two of them this time. We can easily deal with both of these. We could use Cyclone. Cyclone wouldn't go off in time because it has a really slow startup. Okay. I'm just gonna use Buster. Deal a shit ton of damage. I'm swearing a lot in these first 3 episodes. I don't know why. I'm gonna help Nene. Tension is still a thing for the party. It's not as big a deal, but it's still a good idea to make sure all your party members have at least decent tension. Why did this one run? I guess it just got bored, or didn't want to die. And it's too bad, it's gonna die anyway. But, yeah, I don't know why it ran. There's no real reason for it to do that. Whatever. For some reason, these things have a really long time it takes for them to despawn after you kill them, which makes it so you can't get the chest until they're fully despawned, which takes forever. It's weird, and I don't know why. The Pawn Spectre logo will turn red once you've completed a quest. You just have to return to them to finish it.
Meh. Oh, day of joy! Evelyn was agog watching friends bish-bashing smelly fish brutes.
In fact, Evelyn feel a whole lot better now. Although, no is no use. Tum Tum feels so empty. No energy even for Shimmy. But if Friend's able to bring Evelyn Morrow Cobb from wherever abouts, may be able to kickstart metabolism. Are you fucking kidding me? Don't worry, there's one right here. But if there wasn't one right here, I would be so upset right now. Evelyn.
Morrow cobs.
Munch, crunch, crunch. So tasty. Can feel life flowing back into limbses. Hankig. French very mash. Merv all this her haffle. Crunch. Not show bog after all. Sure. Got Sleep Resist 4 for that. You vanquished the monsters and relieved Evelyn's hunger. She looks pleasantly satiated. And that's a lot of experience for that too. Evelyn wolfed whole thing down. Now is about time Evelyn make haste to finding 1-1. Come to think, life all about helping each other, no? Dread to think what happened if Evelyn collapsed on road alone.
Clearly, friends have obligation to assure Evelyn come to no harm, so take with and deliver person safe to 1-1.
Though must say, made good survey progress today, like in days of old Chief, who established pond specters. Retired now. When 1-1 step in to take mantle, practically only ever do charity work for Frontier Village. No pond specting at all. Evelyn nearly forgot was even pond specter in first place. Okay, it's settled. Friends all ready to set off? Then it's time to deliver results of survey to Chief 1-1. Okay, we finally have our second pond specter. That one's on the yellow team. Friends want to know about other pond specters? Not to spoil all fun, but Evelyn have one small idea. Try here. Whereabouts on the map? Whatever. Alright, now we can keep going. This episode is... I've been recording for almost 30 minutes already. That's what questing does to me. It makes these take so much longer to edit. I need to switch it. I need to remember to switch it back to the story memo so I can have it on the compass. Don't think we'll be coming across any more of the pond specters on our way to Alcamoth. So we should be good on quests for now. We should just be able to get there without incident. Hopefully. Other than these Wolves that are going to be real annoying. We have leg Wolves. I don't know why monsters from the Bionis leg would be up here. I guess they swam up when the Bionis started to drown. Although that seems improbable. But who knows? I don't know. There's a green thing up there that could have agility crystals. But we're just gonna go right through Barrow Plaza. Oh my god, of course there's a pond specter down there. This one actually isn't that hard. You just have to beat some monsters, so... whatever. Defeat the slobbering Antles attacking the pond specter. Okay. Break all three of them. Auto Cyclone, it's not going to kill any of them or topple any of them, but that's a ton of damage to all of them, so that's fine. And we're already almost done. I'm pretty sure this is literally the only thing you have to do for this quest, so it's really not hard. We already have the Pond Specters in high tension, too. Alright. Qualified, certified, uncontestified, Pond Spectre Deca Deca's game surveying New Lands' game. Deca Deca really thought it was curtains for a moment there. Friends snatched life of Deca Deca from jaws of death. When Deca Deca finished surveying area, lit monster repellent incense that got from friend. But then monsters appear. It make no sense. Why in heck monsters not repel? Why attract? Meh. When Deca Deca take whiff, realizes actually monster attractant to incense. Friend must have put in by mistake. Or this could be trial that fate posed for Deca Deca to challenge resolve. Fate call on Deca Deca to defeat monsters by own self. But Deca Deca do nothing. Just call for help from passers-by. Disappointed self. Well, in any case, thank friends for well-timed rescue. Deca Deca not forget this kindness. Now I have 3 Pond Specters. At least Deca Deca was alright, and we got Lock on Resist 4. Nice. Did friends see Chief 1-1 somewhere, maybe? Dekadeka have to hand in survey results. Meh. 1-1 rise in ranks very quick. Was once rookie of team, but now chief already. Very unexpected. Must be recognition for excellent skill in pawn specting. Dekadeka must follow shining example. Is key tenet of pawn specter organization that good effort always recognized and rewarded. And we have another level up. And we have another pawn specter. Another one for the blue team. Nice. Alright, now we can play the video game again. Have pods here, and I believe that's an Antle. It's still disgusting and deserves death either way. These are all sound types, so you have to walk past, and then there's these ones that are vision type that are going to walk right down this path and make you fight them anyway. So whatever. That was easy. I can imagine that would be more of an issue in normal mode because those things are probably meant to like push you towards the pods. And of course, there's a sound type Vang there. Now all these Antles are on me. I'm just gonna run for the exit. I don't care. I don't want to fight these. I just got done fighting their brothers and killing their brothers even. They are still following. Now I think only one of them is, and now none of them are. So never mind. It's not that big of an issue anymore. But it could have been. It's a good thing it wasn't. Pillar Knoll. This is where we were told to come. These walkways with the bridges are one of the most drastically changed things from the original Bionis Shoulder, believe it or not. The bridges were originally much straighter and not something I would be willing to walk on because I would rather die than walk on it. What just locked on? It's one of these quad wings. It's one that I can't see, and it can't hit me, but it's locked on, so okay. Whatever. I want to get that quest item. That was easy. Alright. Peroro's favorite. We'll have to be keeping that in mind because we're going to get a lot of those. Peroro's favorite is a key item, and I believe there are 20 of them. And we need them for a quest in the future. If you see one, you should pick it up. Whisperwind Crossing. Yeah, so these rings that are around these, like, ribs, there were originally 3 of them on each of them, and these bridges were straight and looked even... Actually, they looked better than they do now. I would be more willing to walk on how they originally looked. This looks awful. We should absolutely be falling right now. In fact, I think if, like, I did this, and then, like, zoom in, and then, like, top text, bottom text, but only the top text is what, and then the bottom text is bottom text. There you go. Proof that Shulk didn't truly renounce his godhood. Okay, there's no music here. It's very awkward. Music works differently in Future Connected since all of the Bionis Shoulder is just one area. It's not determined by what area you're in, it's determined what area of an area you're in. We have another quiet moment over here, and I know for a fact we can view this one, but we need Melia in the party for it. Why not? A life without visions. This is the first one I viewed in my original playthrough.
Ah, Shulk.
Did something catch your eye? Wow. What a view. It's nice to see the capital like this.
Being able to see it from here, it's enough to make me tense up. In all honesty, it's making me consider my position and standing.
I see.
My brethren, who transformed into Telethia back then, and those who survived, feeling the sadness that seeped into this land. And then, my father and brother's expectations, calling me the hope of the High Entia. I must be an empress worthy of taking on that mantle. But I don't know how. Much as I hate to admit it, I have not been able to find the right answer yet.
Melia.
Shulk, You of all people must surely understand. You who secured a future for all of us in that decisive battle.
You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about what my visions were.
Oh?
The future that Zanza wanted. That was certainly one of the things I saw. But we fought to deny that future. And in doing so, forged our own path. That's part of it too. But now that I can no longer see them, I find myself doubting. Were we really actually determining our own fate all along?
Well, it's a good question. But look, you have saved me more times than I can count. That did not come about because of your visions. You used your own judgment, and you chose to act, did you not? And thanks to that, I believe I've grown as an individual as well. I hardly think I said anything funny.
I'm sorry. You're right. I want my actions to have meaning too. Not to craft Zanza's future, nor defy him and bend the world to a future of our design, but to give the freedom to choose. To all beings that call this world home.
Freedom to choose, huh? What would my father and brother wish for? I wonder.
I don't think you need mystic visions to work that out. They just want you to be happy, right?
My gloom is no match for you, Shulk. It's just as you say. To become the hope of the High Entier is a fate I choose for myself. Those were the words Father imparted to me. There is no need to fear. That is how my brother encouraged me. I've been so impatient and homesick. I nearly forgot those most important words. I can hear Father lecturing me even now, chiding me for my foolishness. I give you my thanks, Shulk.
It's nothing.
To lack clear-cut answers is hardly a sin, but a sin it would be to cease searching for those answers altogether. For the High Entier who live on in this land. Nay, not only the High Entier, for the sake of all the people of this world, that they may decide the future as equals. That is the vision I choose to guide me. That is the future I wish for.
Yeah, if anyone could make it happen, it's you. But I won't lie to you. The road ahead will be long and arduous. I hope you won't mind me lending a hand. After all, that's the future I want too.
Shulk. Indeed, it'll be my pleasure.
I was gonna say poor Melia, but it seems like she's just kind of over that at this point. Like she's acknowledged that Shulk is just gonna be her friend, and like she's fine with it at this point, hopefully. And a year and a half have passed since Zanza died, so she better be okay with it by this point. We have Sky Rays here, well, Moramoras, but yeah, no, I don't know why I said Sky Rays. There aren't Sky Rays here. Sky Rays haven't been seen since either Prison Island when we went to fight Dixon, or maybe even Prison Island when we were just there to like meet Zanza for the first time. Either way, it's been a long time since we've seen Sky Rays. I think I only had them on the brain because I basically just got done uploading the Prison Island episode. That's how far in advance these are being recorded at this point, by the way. I've been like on a roll with recording this series. I just took like a week break Defeating that Lexos, you get a Fated ID tag that is required for completing this, so that's good.
Why would all those Telethia be gathering here in one place?
Transporter, over here!
Huh?
What is it?
The transporter is running.
So it is.
But how?
Maybe somebody activated it.
In any case, we can't afford to dally here.
Agreed. Let's go.
All right, let's go.